And welcome back. We're continuing again, boys. Ah! If I cut it off here. If not, then ignore that. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. It's actually close. Holy crap. Right now it's 2:21 p.m. in real life. But it's not December 30th. It's October 20. October 26th. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I'm actually 4 minutes ahead of the game. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Acro. Oops. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think it was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. It's unbelievable.
Echo tried to put a murder on you on purpose.
He did?
Psst, psst.
My. He's just a little twerp, isn't he?
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, pal. We're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe!
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little?
We got some really tasty milk.
How about a car... how does Max's voice? Sweetie, how about a car trick, Detective? Ho! Well, if you insist.
Now, about the evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
This was yesterday in Acro's room.
The result of our investigation. You can look at it later.
Won't Capcom be mad at you doing this?
That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
For Carmen looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home. Bye, Detective Gumshoe.
What do you mean by that? The very last instant part?
Everything you said seemed pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
Huh? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy, so hurry up and drink it before it's...
What brings that freaking milk?
Oh my god, an entire dairy's worth of milk! For me? Why? Why so much milk? I don't get it. Now it's ahead of time. Now it's 2:23, so December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Why does this man get so much milk? This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Excuse me. Sorry. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. And Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Nick, it's okay, buddy. We got this. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. What are you talking about? That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circle Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Who's this we stuff?
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem.
Absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Screw off, both of you. Which is why there's real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question.
The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
Von Karma,
how about you just shut up for 1 second and watch magic? Stupid bitch. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Very Big Circus.
Heck, they're trying to get misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow!
There's no crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness will proceed with his testimony. I heard you, stupid bitch. How would you describe your relationship with the Ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the Ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
What a beautiful story.
That's why I was thinking of what I could do to help him. How I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Echo such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the Ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape.
Damn, since 9? I mean, to be honest, there are those kids that are freaking... Those kids, like... They have muscles at such a young age. They're physically fit at such a young age. It's like... Damn, I could have been that strong when I was that young. Man. But I'm getting that strong now, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar! No, you didn't. I got so loud when I said that. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are a truly remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Echo almost like a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay the Ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Did you ever have any trouble with the Ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You gotta think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You gotta think hard. Ow! Ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking a victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this witness would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that it's pretty much unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. What was Echo's motive for killing the Ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
I feel like I can't provide one. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have... Wow, I shouldn't have cross-examined in the first place. Shoot.
Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start, Your Honor. The reason that Echo killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Echo had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all.
Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, do you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russellberry Ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. I guess it still technically goes along the same route either way, so that's fine. He did not plan to kill Russellberry.
What?
Order! Baylor, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, wow. Does that mean Von Karma gets smacked up too? Please. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. This man just said he'd smack up any girl, any person in the face, including women. That's crazy. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court?
Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro's trying to kill someone else? Take that! Regina Berry!
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to...
Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes! Me too, I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. So I have to... Oh, it's the note, isn't it? Right? That's what I thought. Okay. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes. There's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster.
You mean, it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry! Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the Ringmaster, read the note?
That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. Oh, and he was killed because of the mistake. Instead of Regina. I know why he did that. Okay, I remember. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Excuse me. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down the plaza, and that's when he let the bus fly.
Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection! Foolish fool with foolish ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you made me sound like a foolhardily fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, alright.
Well, the note was sent to Regina Berry. It must mean that it's on declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The Ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. Yes, I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to this present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case says it started in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, you're just going to think I'm bluffing. Conclusive evidence about this incident 6 months ago is actually... well, I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know what just happened. My voice Audacity stopped working because of my headphones, and now no cache stopped working. What is going on? And we're back. I had to speed up through all of that, and then I had to restart the recording as well, and I had to, of course, restart no cache in order to get back to where we are. So, the conclusive evidence they want is this damn seasoning bottle.
Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his foolish ways. You're so Mr. Finks, right? Answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
Oh, that's right.
Who was this?
That's his Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead!
Technically, that's true. However, Pat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming of new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Diggling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no taming animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
If you let me explain.
So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think that what happened to that was an accident?
Yeah. Well, it was an accident. Well, technically it was, but... The lion-biting bat was no accident at all.
What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Finkstray. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
I'm gonna save it because if something happens, I don't wanna have to go back and redo all this again. So I'm just gonna save right here. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Echo's brother, Bat. This is where we present the scarf. Bat's scarf, stained with his blood in a small quantity of pepper. Yep. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood in the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like she just doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However...
Lions sneeze. Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. Leon, sorry. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Yeah. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf.
What? You fool!
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Carmel?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, sir, you believe it? You really plan to say this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot!
So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro! You can't mean witness!
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with the theory. What will that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on the top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon. The bust that the defense claimed was used. If that were to be found in Echo's room, and if it was covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you gotta do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Well, the thing is, we looked, we didn't see it, and Von Karma searched it as well, so... I don't know. It might be worthwhile to search Echo's room, but... Why aren't you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma total justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. And Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Echo's room yesterday. But what did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Echo would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's box was not in that room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bus wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective did come through executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Echo directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet. That's Ben Balor's move! Don't you dare! That's Ben Balor's move! But that's also a French word, so that's fine. That's a French phrase, whatever. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them? Mr. Wright, no offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the Ringmaster. I think you should remember that. Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bus! Where is it now? Where is the bus right now? You're Phoenix Wright! You know where that bus is, I'm sure you do! There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bus is? It seems as if this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Now, if you'll please excuse me, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Yeah, I had a feeling. And it's Maya. Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present his case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Aw. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! What the hell? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your age, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Is he talking to me? Phoenix, please! 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 The rest is up to you, Nick! Good luck! Hey, wait! You can't be serious! Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Echo's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obvious. Oh! It's coming back to me! Oh my god. I just realized where it is. Allow me to pinpoint the location of this bus once and for all. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket, because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Ha 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 ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hurts me what it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in their condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from the wheelchair? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Masterfully played, sorry. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Me and Maya, right? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh! What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search of my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by a calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. She doesn't need anything. No, don't say well done to her. She doesn't deserve it. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know. I know I sure couldn't. She definitely didn't. I can't believe it. I failed. Why did I order such a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Turn. It doesn't matter now, though. It seems as if we've arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the very big circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. Well, at least he admitted it. He's probably the best witness that we've had so far. Because he at least, at the end, when he realized that time was up, he went along willingly. He didn't go on like a little thing where he's like, and like pass out. Anything like that. All my brother did was want Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be fun to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper. I know she didn't want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely, that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. What do you mean by that? So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Oh god, he's crying. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Oh god, what the freak? Then I planned on giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot! Yes, you are! I can't believe it! You beat me again! For the second time! I
believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
That's right. That's right. That's right. My boy Max is free.
This court is adjourned.
All of y'all in the courtroom are on my hit list. All of you in attendance in the courtroom are on my hit list. For talking smack to me, thinking I'm stupid, calling me names. I'm coming after all of you. None of y'all is safe in that courtroom. None of y'all is safe. None of y'all. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. And by the way, if you want to know why I said that, I'm talking about Phoenix. Like, I'm emulating Phoenix's feelings towards everyone in the audience in that courtroom, because they were just, relentless on Phoenix.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Remaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Congratulations! Congratulations, Mr. Max! Thank you! What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Oh god. She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault!
So, sweetie pie.
Ben and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up!
Aw.
Regina! Mr. Wright, tell me something!
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end!
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Did I mean to Acro? You think he's gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Why would you ask me this question? What?
I don't think so.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Echo doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, I want to see some evidence.
Are you off for rocker? Why is this at the end of every single, almost damn near every single trial, people want evidence at the end? Why?
Echo said all the time to you, so I thought it worked for me too.
Really? Fine.
Take that!
Hacker didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
But Ben! That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. He is, huh? But now that Echo's been caught. Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Ben as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Echo again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Echo. I'm sorry, Bet.
Oh, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really
put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened.
So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip out the contract.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's a big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is still sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster.
I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh.
Amazing.
Yay, I can't wait!
And I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best solutions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help him out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus will be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina?
What do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
But Moo!
That's right, sweetie pie. I can't build a very big circus without Regina Berry.
And Max! Nick!
It seems like everything is going to turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus in the world has ever seen.
We'll serve you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. my throat. Ow. The pain. What? I see. What made the case? Just like I thought, pal. Yesterday's search really paid off, sir. You had it all figured out yesterday, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Echo really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Echo. Once I get back, I'll make a stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office. Yes, sir! I'll be waiting for you! Goodbye, Mr. Ashford! Edgy Boy's back! Oh my god, yes! Edgy Boy's back! Frickin' finally. Farewell, my turnabout. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a ending to the chapter. Finally! Now we could do the final chapter! And it looks like Edgeworth has finally returned. Oh man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm literally gonna do sessions of this episode probably within the next few days to see if I can hopefully finish this by next week so that I can go ahead and upload the rest of the series, and then within November I'm gonna go ahead and start recording the first few videos of Naruto as well after we're done with this. But that will do it for this session of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost done with this game. Oh my goodness. I love the Phoenix Wright games so much. Just that sometimes they piss me off with the logic in them. And also, Von Karma pisses me off a lot too. Even some things that Phoenix does, although I may not get them at first, or because I kind of forget the things, it makes me a little upset too. The judge, there's no saving the judge. The judge just really pisses me off too. How he always sides with the prosecutor. But that's because he never thinks. I mean, he does sometimes. Just other times, I guess. Well, I guess when you have Von Karma whipping you a lot, then you tend to side with her because you're afraid of getting whipped by her, even though you get whipped by her anyway. But still, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, my voice is shot. I'm just gonna end it off here. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and record an episode of Final Fantasy VII as well, just so we can have an episode of that up too. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Hashtag road to 100 subs. Woo!